You've likely heard of bikes that fly off the shelves, but what about those motorcycles dealers just can't move? Today, we're exploring 6 Japanese motorcycles struggling to find buyers on showroom floors. These models may have fallen short, but if you act fast, you could buy them at big discount. In number 6, Honda Rebel 300. There was a period when every brand seemed focused on capturing entry-level riders. Simple, lightweight, and budget-friendly cruisers were meant to draw new enthusiasts into motorcycling. On paper, it seemed like a guaranteed win, but once it reached dealerships, it became evident that this compact cruiser would struggle to achieve lasting success. The Rebel 300 is powered by a 286cc single-cylinder engine, delivering 27 horsepower and 19 lb-ft of torque, making it perfect for new riders seeking manageable power without intimidation. Weighing 364 pounds wet, it's among the lightest, full-sized cruisers available. With a 27.2-inch seat height and a short wheelbase, it's remarkably easy to handle at low speeds. Its classic bobber styling, featuring fat tires and minimalist bodywork, gives it strong visual appeal for first-time buyers. At first glance, the Rebel 300 ticks all the right boxes. It's light, low-slung, and stylish enough to attract riders who don't want a bike that screams beginner. Honda's renowned reliability further bolsters its case. The ergonomics are relaxed, with mid-mounted controls and an upright riding position ideal for city streets or leisurely weekend rides. It even includes a slipper clutch for smoother downshifts, a feature once exclusive to high-performance sport bikes. But upon closer inspection, flaws emerged. The biggest issue is performance. While 27 horsepower seems adequate on paper, it feels underpowered outside city limits. Reaching highway speeds requires effort, and sustaining 70 mph feels like pushing the bike to its limit. Riders soon realized that if they wanted a bike to grow with them, the Rebel 300 would feel underpowered within months. Then there's the pricing problem. At nearly $4,900 brand new, the Rebel 300 sits uncomfortably close to larger, more capable bikes. For a bit more, riders could opt for the Honda Rebel 500, with its 471cc parallel twin engine, 47 horsepower, and greater long-term versatility. Many buyers crunch the numbers and skip the 300, choosing to invest in a more future-proof machine. While the Rebel 300 remains a solid pick for absolute beginners sticking to urban areas, it struggles to stay relevant in a fast-evolving beginner market. Brand new units often linger on dealership floors, competing with used bikes offering double the power for similar prices. Its styling still turns heads, and for smaller riders, the Rebel 300's accessibility is unmatched. But for many, it feels like a bike that requires an upgrade too soon. Dealers know this, and you can now find new Rebel 300s for under $4,500 in many markets, often paired with gear or service plans to sweeten the deal. Number 5. Kawasaki Vulcan 1700 Vaquero. In the realm of big baggers, every manufacturer dreams of capturing a piece of the American cruiser market. Kawasaki took a bold shot with the Vulcan 1700 Vaquero, aiming to deliver a full-dress touring cruiser brimming with power, comfort, and attitude. With striking styling, a massive engine, and commanding road presence, it had all the makings to rival Harley-Davidson and Indian on their home turf. Yet, despite its strengths, the Vaquero has struggled to find its footing, languishing in dealerships as buyers gravitate toward the originals. The Vaquero is powered by a 1,700cc V-twin engine, producing 81 horsepower and 107 lb-ft of torque. At 845 pounds, this bike was designed for long-haul stability, featuring a frame-mounted fairing, integrated hard saddlebags, and a low 28.5-inch seat height. Paired with a 5-speed transmission with overdrive, it sends torque to the rear wheel via a reliable belt drive. Kawasaki equipped the Vaquero with electronic cruise control, a 6-speaker audio system, and dual analog gauges to round out the touring package. Visually, the Vaquero makes a bold statement. Its blacked-out engine, aggressive front fairing, and stretched saddlebags give it a slammed, custom look straight from the factory. Kawasaki clearly aimed to attract riders who love the bagger aesthetic, but seek something distinct from the typical Harley-Davidson road glide or street glide designs. The fit and finish are impressive, and the bike demands attention on highways or in parking lots. However, real-world performance revealed shortcomings. Despite its hefty torque, the Vaquero's acceleration feels subdued compared to competitors. The engine, tuned for smoothness rather than aggression, leaves some riders wanting more when opening the throttle. Combined with the bike's substantial weight, it can feel more cumbersome than dynamic. Quick passing maneuvers or spirited rides on twisty roads highlight the limits of its performance. Fuel economy also poses a challenge. The big V-twin guzzles fuel faster than many rival tourers, with real-world averages often dipping into the low 30 mpg range. For riders planning long-distance trips, this means more frequent fuel stops and higher travel costs. In a segment where long-haul practicality and comfort are critical, these drawbacks stand out. Comfort on the Vaquero is a mixed bag. The seat is wide and supportive, The floorboard's spacious, and the riding position relaxed. But the wide handlebars and forward controls create a reach that may feel too stretched for some, especially on shorter rides or in city traffic. The suspension, while sufficient for highway cruising, can feel stiff over rough pavement, transmitting more bumps than expected from a premium touring bike. Today, dealers are slashing prices on new Vaquero models, with some dropping below $14,000 depending on the market. It's a solid option for riders seeking classic bagger styling with Japanese reliability, but it couldn't overcome the reality that brand image matters as much as performance in the big cruiser world. Number 4. Yamaha Super Ténéré 1200. In the adventure motorcycle world, few names carry the legendary status of the Super Ténéré. Yamaha designed it to tackle the toughest journeys, from cross-country tours to off-road treks deep in the wilderness. On paper, it had everything serious. Riders craved rugged durability, ample power, and reliability that could be trusted anywhere. But as the adventure market evolved, the Super Ténéré 1200 began to lag behind, and dealerships now struggle to clear these heavyweight machines from their floors. At its core is a 1,099cc parallel twin engine, delivering 110 horsepower and 84 lb-ft of torque. Weighing 578 pounds wet, it's one of the heavier options in the adventure touring category. Yamaha equipped it with a 6-speed transmission, a low-maintenance shaft drive, and adjustable suspension for tailoring to loaded touring or solo exploration. Selectable riding modes, traction control, and linked braking provide a robust suite of modern touring features. When it debuted, the Super Ténéré 1200 earned praise for its toughness. Riders loved its ability to endure abuse, carry heavy loads, and remain composed on highways or rocky trails. The wide, upright riding position ensured comfort for long days in the saddle, while the adjustable windscreen and ergonomic seat accommodated various rider sizes. Yamaha prioritized durability, equipping the engine with a sturdy skid plate and emphasizing long-distance, hard-use reliability. But the qualities that made it iconic also led to its decline. As the adventure market shifted toward lighter, more agile bikes, the Super Ténéré began to feel outdated. Riders increasingly sought machines that could handle rough terrain while remaining manageable in tight technical conditions. Competitors like the Honda Africa Twin and Yamaha Ténéré 700 offered comparable off-road prowess at lower weights and prices, stealing attention and sales from the big Yamaha. Performance comparisons further hurt the Super Ténéré. While 110 horsepower is sufficient for touring, it falls short of newer rivals with sharper throttle response, stronger mid-range power, and advanced electronics like semi-active suspension or cornering ABS. The Super Ténéré's once cutting-edge electronics now feel dated compared to bikes from Europe and Japan. Price was another hurdle. Originally priced at a premium, the BOF, Super Ténéré's value proposition weakened as it aged without significant updates. Even with dealerships offering models for under $12,000, its heavy weight and older tech make it a hard sell against newer, lighter adventure bikes that deliver a more thrilling and manageable ride. Today, many Super Ténéré 1200s sit on dealership floors, often relegated to the back alongside older inventory. They remain a great value for riders prioritizing durability and long-distance capability over flashy electronics or nimble handling. Number 3. Suzuki GSX-S750. When Suzuki launched the GSX-S750, it aimed to deliver a true street fighter experience without the steep price of leader-class bikes. The concept was straightforward. Take a proven platform, strip it down, sharpen its looks, and offer solid performance at an affordable price. Initially, the GSX-S750 seemed poised to compete with middleweight rivals, but once it hit showrooms, it became clear that Suzuki delivered too little, too late. The GSX-S750 is powered by a 749cc inline-4 engine, producing 112 horsepower and 64 lb-ft of torque. At 467 pounds wet, it's relatively light for a 4-cylinder middleweight and boasts strong top-end power. Its twin-spar steel frame provides decent stability and agility for street riding. Equipped with an adjustable front fork and preload adjustable rear shock, it handles rough pavement well. The bike's aggressive, modern styling features sharp lines, a compact headlight, and a minimalist tail section. Performance-wise, the GSX-S750 delivers. It revs eagerly, pulls hard past 6,000 RPM, and offers the smooth, high-revving character inline-4 fans love. The gearbox is precise, and the bike feels planted on twisty roads. On riding merit alone, it can still bring a smile, but despite these strengths, the GSX-S750 has struggled to win buyers in a fiercely competitive middleweight market. Its biggest issue is technology. While it offers basic traction control, it lacks modern features like selectable ride modes, quick shifters, cornering ABS, or a digital dash. Compared to rivals like the Yamaha MT-09 or Kawasaki Z900, which boast cutting-edge tech, the GSX-S750 feels outdated straight from the showroom. Pricing is another challenge. At around $7,000, riders expected a feature-packed machine. Instead, they got a bike built on older technology, offering only the basics while competitors raised the bar. Buyers willing to spend $7,000, $8,000 often chose newer, lighter, and more electronically advanced bikes. The GSX-S750's weight, though manageable, also works against it in a segment prioritizing lightweight agility. While it handles well at speed, it feels less nimble in tight urban settings compared to middleweight twins. For riders seeking a versatile city and canyon bike, other models feel easier to live with daily. Dealerships nationwide struggle to move the GSX-S750. Riders who test it are often impressed by the engine, but ultimately choose bikes with newer designs, better tech, or lighter weight. It's a solid option for those prioritizing mechanical thrills over gadgets, but it hasn't kept pace with modern expectations. Number 2. Yamaha V Star 250. There was a time when small displacement cruisers were the ideal entry point into motorcycling. Lightweight, affordable, and easy to handle, they helped thousands of new riders gain confidence. That's the space Yamaha targeted with the V Star 250, a compact V-twin cruiser promising big bike style in a beginner-friendly package. While the concept worked when it launched, the V Star 250 now feels outdated, and dealerships struggle to convince buyers to take one home. The V Star 250 is powered by a 249cc air-cooled V-twin engine, producing 21 horsepower and 15 lb-ft of torque. At 325 pounds wet, it's incredibly light compared to other cruisers. Its 27-inch seat height gives new riders confidence at stops or low-speed maneuvers. A 5-speed transmission, chain final drive, and simple mechanical components keep maintenance straightforward. Styling has always been a strength. From afar, it mimics a full-sized cruiser with wide handlebars, a teardrop fuel tank, and chrome accents. For new riders wanting a real bike look without breaking the bank, it delivered enough presence to feel substantial. But despite these beginner-friendly traits, its weaknesses are glaring. Performance is the biggest issue. With just 21 horsepower, the V Star 250 feels underpowered, even for a first bike. Maintaining 65 mph on highways is a struggle, and passing traffic feels laborious. Modern riders expect more versatility, and bikes like the Kawasaki Ninja 400 or Honda Rebel 500 offer better performance without added intimidation. The V Star 250's technology also shows its age. Its simplicity aids maintenance, but it lacks modern amenities. No ABS, no fuel gauge, no traction control, not even an optional electronics package. In a market where even small bikes include safety and convenience features, the V Star Kajit. Number 1. Honda CBR 500R middleweight sport bikes have long served as a crucial step for riders moving beyond beginner machines without jumping to high-powered leader bikes. Honda, a master of this segment, crafted the CBR 500R to bridge that gap, a comfortable, approachable sport bike with classic styling and reliable engineering. It should have been an easy sell, but it struggled to capture buyers. At its heart is a 471cc parallel twin engine, delivering 47 horsepower and 32 lb-ft of torque. This balanced power band is lively yet manageable. Weighing 429 pounds wet, the CBR 500R is lightweight and approachable for a wide range of riders. Its 6-speed transmission ensures smooth power delivery, complementing its sporty yet forgiving nature. However, the CBR 500R has faced challenges in a competitive market. Its performance, while adequate for city and light sport riding, lacks the excitement of rivals like the Kawasaki Ninja 650 or Yamaha YZF R7, which offer sharper power and handling. The 47 horsepower feels sufficient for beginners but quickly limits riders seeking thrills. Technology is another sticking point. The CBR 500R offers basic features but lacks advanced electronics like ride modes, quick shifters, or cornering ABS, which are now standard in its class. Its analog digital dash feels dated compared to competitors' full-color displays. Priced around $7,000, the CBR 500R is affordable, but competes with bikes offering more power and modern features for similar money. Its weight, while light for a sport bike, doesn't match the agility of smaller displacement rivals. Riders often find it a solid but unexciting choice, leading to slow sales. Dealerships struggle to move CBR 500Rs, with many units sitting as buyers opt for more dynamic or feature-rich alternatives. It's a reliable choice for new riders, but its lack of excitement and modern tech holds it back. And that's our list of 6 Japanese motorcycles struggling to sell. Hit like, subscribe, and let us know which bike surprised you most in the comments.